I think university is a time where you find yourself. This is a time where I've truly learnt my potential and what I'm capable of.
We had 24 students from the University of Newcastle come along to Borneo. We spent 3 days in the Borneo jungle and we looked at orangutans in their habitat. It was amazing.
The skills that I've gained over those years and even watched and reflected on how much I've learnt, it amazes me.
I'm the first one in my family to graduate. My dad always said to me, he said, only brain can make a man. That means only knowledge can make a man. And I always had, the voice of my dad in the back of my head, saying that I could do it. Graduation was a major achievement in my life.
I started the university as an able-bodied kid, and then I had an accident after my second year. So that dream as a young kid from a disadvantaged background of throwing that cap and gown into it almost puts a tear in my eye of having that sense of achievement.
I was doing some volunteer work. One of the volunteer boss said to me that if you really like helping people, why don't you become a nurse? I want graduates to be bold, be courageous, and be your best.
I think it is very important to focus on your purpose because there will be a lot of issues, a lot of challenges facing ahead, and being able to overcome each time, I think it's what's important.
It's a wonderful feeling to be an alumni. You have this connection with other alumni, other students who have graduated.
Not just national, but also it's global scale.
Having a community behind you is probably the greatest thing you can have, apart from your family and friends, because really it's just a bigger version of them.
A family that is now around the world.
We've all come together as one, and we're all going to be lifelong friends.
I just enjoy the moment.
Words can't describe it.
It lasts a few seconds, but you really will remember it forever.
The world is your oyster. You really don't know what it's going to be tomorrow. You don't know what it's going to be the next day, but take every single opportunity that comes your way.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Congratulations, graduates.
Welcome to our global alumni community.
Welcome, graduates and guests, to this special occasion. To comply with safety regulations, I'd like to point out the emergency exits in the Great Hall. Please note your nearest green emergency exit to locate the exit. For those with small children, there is a soundproof crying room located at the back of the Great Hall. The ushers in the hall will be happy to assist you if you need to access the crying room. A professional photographer will photograph each graduate as they cross the stage, and a copy of this photograph will be available to all graduates to access and share via the Facebook page. Portrait photography is also available at the graduate reception in the Brennan Room after the ceremony. As a courtesy to everyone in the room, we ask that you please switch your mobile phone to silent. At the conclusion of today's ceremony, we'll instruct each graduate and your guests when it is time to leave your seats. Graduates, in May, you will be sent an invitation to complete the Graduate Outcomes Survey. This gathers feedback on your higher education experience to improve the experience of future students. We strive to provide the best university experience possible to our students, but this cannot be achieved without your valuable input. We would appreciate you watching for an email to your university account so that you can assist us with this. Some of the terminology used in today's ceremony may be unfamiliar to you. To assist in your appreciation of the ceremony, we have provided a history of graduation and an explanation of the terms in the graduation booklet. The academic procession will soon enter the Great Hall. When the procession enters, could you please rise and remain standing for the singing of the Australian National Anthem. At the conclusion of the ceremony, please rise when the Deus Party rises and remain standing until the Deus Party and the graduates have left the hall. We hope you enjoy this very special occasion. Thank you.
Australians, all let us rejoice, for we are young and free, with golden soil and wealth for toil. Our home is girt by sea. Our land abounds in nature's gift of beauty, rich and rare. In history's page, let every stage advance Australia fair. In joyful strains, then let us sing, advance Australia fair.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this very special graduation ceremony. On behalf of the University of Newcastle, I respectfully acknowledge the traditional custodians, the Pambalong clan of the Awabakal people, and I pay my respects to elders past, present and emerging. As Chancellor of this university and a graduate myself, I'm honoured, deeply honoured, to be able to join you in celebrating this major milestone in your academic journey. Each of our university's graduates is unique, and each year through these ceremonies we celebrate their success. This year's graduates are indeed an inspiration. Before us sits a group of people whose determination and resilience is remarkable by any measure. We all know that the past 2 years have been unprecedented. The pandemic has had a profound impact on everyone in this room, and the crisis came right on the heels of major natural disasters of floods and fires, which had already taken a toll on many of our students. This ceremony acknowledges your drive and determination to succeed. Well done. Graduates, today you take with you a degree from one of the finest institutions in the world. Newcastle is acknowledged for delivering excellence in education to some 39,000 students. Our degree programs are designed to prepare you for life and work after you graduate and connect you with your industries and communities. Similarly, our research is focused on delivering impact and innovation with a steady focus on working with partners to support the development of our region. The university's focus on excellence in education and research sits hand in glove with a long-held commitment to equity. We offer the opportunity of education to students from all walks of life who have talent and determination. 1/4 of our students are from low socio-economic backgrounds, and we have the largest number of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander students of any Australian university. We're proud of every student, and we're committed to providing the best learning environment and opportunities to help them realise their potential. Today's celebration of the completion of your studies marks another important milestone: your entry into the University of Newcastle's global alumni community, and you're in very good company. One example is Noni Penomo, who graduated with a Bachelor of Industrial Engineering in 1995. During her time at the university, she worked at 2NURFM, which she says helped her learn crisis management. Noni is now a well-known philanthropist and business leader in Indonesia. As President and CEO of Bluebird Group Holdings, she leads the largest taxi company in her home country. Using her position to help those around her, Noni formed Bluebird Care, a philanthropic division of Bluebird Group. She then launched the Women Empowerment Project, one of her proudest achievements. The project empowers 40,000 wives of Bluebird Group drivers and employees with small loans and training to start their own businesses from home. She's been recognised as a power woman in Asia by Forbes magazine and one of Globe Asia's most powerful women. You are now united with achievers like Noni and the people sitting around you as an alumni of this university. Our network of passionate and talented alumni stretches across the world, now comprises over 161,000 members in 152 countries. You now have access to this global alumni community, along with opportunities for ongoing learning, professional development and personal enrichment. We really do look forward to watching you flourish in your career. Look ahead with confidence, knowing that you'll always be part of this university. Today is the culmination of many years of hard work, and this ceremony is a symbol of all you've experienced and achieved during your time here at the University of Newcastle. This includes an acknowledgement of the support of your family and friends who've been with you every step of the way on your journey to today. To family and friends, we sincerely thank you for the important role you've played in reaching this important milestone. And we realise that all of you are here today to watch a very important person walk across the stage and receive their degree. So we'd be very happy, and I'm sure they would, if you show your appreciation, because your involvement in these ceremonies brings them to life. So within reasonable bounds, get excited. I'd now like to call on the Vice-Chancellor, Professor Alex Zelinsky, to introduce today's occasional speaker. Thanks, Alex.
Thank you, Chancellor. And good afternoon, everyone. It's great to have a full great hall here after 2 years and getting back to proper graduations. And for our graduates today, congratulations, and I hope today is not the last time you visit the university, and you're always welcome back, and you really are a part of our university. And to your family and friends who are joining us today, you're always welcome here. The university is a public institution which is open to the community. We are part of the community. But ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to invite Professor Mark Hoffman, Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic and Vice President, to deliver today's occasional address. Professor Hoffman joined the University of Newcastle in 2020 as Deputy Vice-Chancellor Academic. He brings with him an outstanding record of success from the University of New South Wales, where he held the position of Dean of Engineering. Prior to that, Mark was the Pro Vice-Chancellor Research, Associate Dean of Science and Head of School of Materials Science and Engineering. Mark has a strong record in cross-disciplinary education and research. During his time at the University of New South Wales, he established Design Next, a school that provides design education to students across the faculties of Art and Design, Built Environment, Business and Engineering, and was instrumental in the instigation of the Design Engineering Institute in London. Mark is also a leading materials scientist and engineer and widely published. He's a member of the Excellence Commission for the German Science Foundation and was convener of the engineering panel for the 2020 Hong Kong Research Assessment. He's a board member and fellow of the Australian Academy of Technological Sciences and Engineering. Mark has a keen interest in work-integrated learning and innovation. The Maker Games project-based learning initiative he championed with industry at the University of New South Wales received the 2018 AFR Education Innovation Award. This is the top awards for the higher education industry. So I'm delighted that Mark has been not only able to join the university, but has also been able to help us today with on this special occasion for our graduates. So ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming Professor Mark Hoffman to deliver today's occasional address.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, my university colleagues, friends and family, supporters of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. Over the last few days, in quiet moments, I've been ruminating about what I should say in an event such as this, what is such an important event for our graduates. I thought to my own graduation. The only problem was I couldn't remember who gave the address nor what they said. I've therefore set a bar that I would like you to remember what I say today. I then watched a video of Steve Jobs' incredible commencement address to Stanford soon before he passed away. The only problem was it was 23 minutes long. I don't think you wish to sit here that long. And his life was quite different to mine. I've also had the opportunity to hear many graduation speeches. Most have been very good, but none of them have had exactly what I wanted to say or it's something that I could emulate. So my decision was that at the end of yesterday, that I had to do something which was authentic, that was me. Use my experiences and the advice that I would have learnt from them for you, recognising that every one of you is different. My education began in Newcastle. My parents had met at the University of Queensland. I was born when they were both working, and both studying and working part-time. And my father's first job, graduate job, was at BHP in Newcastle, so the family relocated. I then attended primary school in Gateshead. So far, a not particularly illustrious, but very Newcastle beginning. Soon after I finished primary school, the family relocated to Sydney, where I did high school and then progressed to university, enrolling in engineering. And now begins a series of experiences which I do want to share with you. They all have a message which I'll come to at the end. Soon into my second year, my mother pointed out to me a 5-line advertisement in a newspaper for cadetships with the Electricity Commission. I applied. This was the first time I'd ever written an application for anything. And it must have ticked some boxes because I got an interview. Interestingly, the interview was undertaken in a Masonic hall, and I was asked how to develop an engine in a hydrogen environment. Those of you who are engineers will realise that this is a little bit left field. Somehow the answers must have satisfied them, and I got the cadetship. What this then gave me was an opportunity to work at power stations, particularly around the Hunter Valley. Araring, Vales Point, which are now in the process of being closed. But it gave me a passion for engineering. I found out what real engineering work was about. My first year, and I think many of you may remember your first years, doesn't give one a particularly close feeling about what it's like in the workplace. But that did, and I developed a passion for engineering. While I was at university, I was very involved with sport. My sport was rowing. I have to say that I was only a 50% committed student because the other half was committed to sport. But university gave me many opportunities. I then on graduation, commenced a PhD. With the training and travel schedule with competition, I couldn't really get a job, but PhD gave me the flexibility. I then missed out on the team for the Barcelona Olympics. After so many years of 4 or 5 hours a day training, 6-7 days a week, this was something that really hit me. I decided to take a trip to travel. I wasn't even sure if I wanted to continue with the PhD. And I was in California for a while. And I was hiking in Northern California. And I got to a lookout, and there was a couple there. And I ended up talking to them, and it became evident that one of them was actually a leader in my field who was a professor at UC Berkeley. And we had a bit of a chat, and we moved on. When I got back to Australia, I sent him a note and said, "Would you mind if I come and worked with you?" And he said yes. And that was a chance encounter. That was a transformational place for me in my life. Berkeley was a very different place to the University of Sydney, I have to say. What was amazing about California at that time is that every crazy idea was a great idea, and everybody supported it. Having come from an environment which in Australia is often somewhat sceptical of crazy ideas, this was really transformational and supportive. I also shared a floor with 2 Nobel Prize winners who also taught classes, and it made me realise that there was really something in a career in academia. I then caught the bug, and I spent a year at the University of Tokyo and some time in India, and then at the Indian Institute of Science, and then moved to Germany. Now, what these experiences started showing me, and this is something that I'll come back to, was that each of these countries and these cultures did something very different. They approached what was essentially engineering in very different ways. And it was the diverse experiences which actually gained me so much. I have to say it was really hard. When I landed in Japan, I spoke not a word of Japanese. When I arrived in Germany, I spoke not a word of German. And it is very, very challenging to be when you're in a country where you can neither understand anything nor be understood. And it gave me a special understanding of what international students face. But it also gave me a diversity and an understanding of the importance of communication. However, after a time, I wanted to come back to Australia. While I'd been working at a university in Germany, I'd spent most of my time actually in labs in Bosch, working on fuel injectors, and in Siemens, working on high-temperature ceramics for nuclear power stations. I was looking for jobs, and I applied and kept getting knockbacks. In the end, I decided to come back to Australia to an academic role at the University of New South Wales. There was one catch. I had a German partner, and I had to convince her to come back and try Australia. Thankfully, she agreed. I then became a teaching-focused academic at the University of New South Wales, the most junior academic in the institution, I believe. But my intention was to spend 6 months there and then leave to find an industrial research job. However, it was during that 6 months that I found a passion, and that was education at university. It made me realise that while I, as an individual, might have particular impact through my own research or my own work with industry, if I could teach a class of 30, 70, 100 people to achieve the same, the overall impact would be so much greater. And this here gave me a passion for my job. I'd never had a passion for my work before. I'd certainly enjoyed it, but never a passion. I then received some advice to make sure I do research, because research enables you to be at the very forefront of the technology that you're actually working on. And that's really important for teaching, because when we educate, we want to make sure that our students are learning what is at the very forefront, because when they graduate, they need to keep being at the forefront. My boss at the time was also very happy for me to work as much as I had time for in industry, and that actually gave me the links with where the graduates were going to go. After a time, I then realised that while I could have impact as a teacher, that impact would be multiplied if I could lead teams of teachers and assist large numbers of people to actually assist in education. However, to do this, I recognised that passion alone would not help me, and I decided to then go back to university and do a Masters of Business to learn, in part, leadership. This was challenging. Through the course of the Masters, I started off doing very well, far better marks than I'd ever received as an undergraduate. Then our first child came along, and then the second, and I think it's fair to say that every child was worth about 10 marks on my WAM. Thankfully, I finished just before the third child was born, otherwise it mightn't have happened. I then had opportunities to actually lead in education, and Alex mentioned some of those. But I have to say, I now feel very fortunate to be here at the University of Newcastle, because there's no university in Australia, I believe, that transforms lives through education as much as the University of Newcastle. So out of all of that, what's the advice that I want to give you as graduates? First and foremost, seize the opportunities that come to you. They will come from unexpected places. In part, I can feel lucky, but I could also think that if I hadn't actually answered that 5-line advertisement, or hadn't started a conversation on a lookout in Northern California, I wouldn't have had that luck. Because it's these things that actually create luck. Seize every opportunity that comes to you. Also, and most importantly, place yourself in diverse environments. Surround people who are not like you, because it is these new ideas and the perspectives that add to what you have to offer that will lead to achievement. Also concentrate on communicating and adapting. Now keep in mind, this is hard. It is difficult. It will be challenging. But in large part, that's a reason to do it. Always consider friends and family. When work goes away, your friends and family will still be there, and it's rarely the opposite. Finally, accept that not everything will go well for you. Not everything will go right. It's a feature of pushing boundaries and trying new things, but accept it, learn from it, and move on. The next point I really want everyone to remember: be true to yourself. Search for your own passions, because they will enable you to lead a fulfilling life and career. And there are two items I want to mention in closing. Firstly, do what's right. As leaders, particularly in professions, your integrity is the most important thing. And remember, integrity is determined by what you do when no one's watching, not when you're standing out in front and everybody can see. And finally, learn from others. Listen to people. You won't always be able to take every piece of advice and act on it, but it's important to hear it. I think it's fair to say that I've never had a mentor. However, I've had many, many role models, each of which have shown me something. So graduates, thank you for the opportunity to speak to you today. You are receiving a degree from one of the world's great universities, and I've seen a few. Graduates today have overcome much more adversity than most other graduates from this university, through COVID, through floods, etc., which the Chancellor mentioned. And I'm confident that the class graduating here today will in time to be shown to be one of our greatest ever. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Hoffman, for what was a very interesting and instructive speech. I must say you set a very high bar that all of us would have difficulty achieving, the fact that people actually remembered that you gave a speech. I think we all face that challenge. And when I think back to my graduation, I come up with a blank in terms of whose hand I shook and who else was there. So hopefully you get a little bit more out of it than that. But your message to us was very succinct and very clear and illustrated by your own personal experience. And it is all about taking opportunities. I think today there's even greater opportunities to try things, because there are now so many paths by which you can backtrack and correct. A generation, perhaps a little more ago, that was very difficult, but it's not anymore. Through-life education's a reality, and career changes are realities. And I think Mark's trajectory and path is a good illustration of how making sometimes courageous decisions can lead to some very interesting opportunities. So Mark, thank you very much indeed for your speech. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we come to a very important aspect of this ceremony, the formal part of this ceremony. And for this, I'd like all of the graduates to please stand. Would you please stand? Yep, thank you. As Chancellor of the University, I now officially confer awards to all those candidates who fulfilled the conditions for admission of that award. So congratulations to all of you, and I wonder if everyone in the audience and my colleagues here would join me in applauding your wonderful achievements. Please be seated. Congratulations. I now call on Professor Sandy Stacey, Head of the School of Environmental and Life Sciences, to present today's graduates. Thank you.
Chancellor, I present to you the candidates who have fulfilled the conditions for admission to awards of this university. Chancellor, Doctor of Philosophy graduates have undertaken a program of independent supervised study for the equivalent of up to 4 years of full-time study. These graduates have produced significant and original research outcomes, culminating in a thesis which has been independently examined by external experts of international standing. Today, the university is proud to honor graduates who have satisfied the rigorous criteria for the award of Doctor of Philosophy. Chancellor, I present to you Olumifemi Adetunji. Dr. Adetunji's thesis is titled Social Participation for Climate Change Adaptation of Cultural Built Heritage, a Case Study of Nigeria. Dr. Adetunji. Milan Barma. Thank you. Dr. Barma's thesis is titled Freezing of Supercooled Drops of Salt Solutions for Desalination Applications. Dr. Barma. David Guccione. Dr. Guccione's thesis is titled An Experimental Investigation of Fragmentation Occurrence and Outcome in the Context of Rockfall. Dr. Guccione. Bok Long Nguyen. Dr. Nguyen's thesis is titled Cooperative Vehicle to Everything, Communications for Intelligent Transportation Systems Applications. Dr. Nguyen. T. Nguyen Phuong Nguyen. Dr. Nguyen's thesis is titled Advanced Control Techniques for Grid-Integrated Permanent Magnet Synchronous Generator-Based Wind Energy Conversion Systems. Dr. Nguyen. Jessica Siva. Dr. Siva's thesis is titled An Examination of Power Relations in Megaproject Decision-Making, Application of Governmentality Theory. Dr. Siva. Congratulations to these higher degree by research graduates. Chancellor, university medals may be awarded to candidates who have displayed exceptional academic ability. To be considered for this award, a graduate must have a consistent record of exceptional academic achievement at all levels of their degree program and qualify with the highest level of that degree. Today, I'm proud to be recognizing such outstanding scholars. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you, graduating with a Bachelor of Biomedical Sciences, Jennifer Pryor, with a Bachelor of Biomedical Science honors with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you, graduating with a Bachelor of Chemical Engineering honors with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal, Thomas Davies. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you, graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honors Electrical with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal, Samuel Parker. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honors Mechanical with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal, and a Bachelor of Mathematics with Distinction, Samuel King. Chancellor, it is with great pleasure that I present to you graduating with a Bachelor of Mechatronics Engineering Honors with Honors Class 1 and the University Medal, and a Bachelor of Science with Distinction, James Holsworth. Chancellor, I now present graduates who have satisfied the requirements of a postgraduate degree. Graduating with a Master of Architecture with Distinction, Seamus Cahill. Graduating with a Master of Architecture graduating with a Master of Architecture, Amelia Binti Badrul Isham. Siti Narfarhana Binti Razian Shah. Sampriya Dalui. Nigel Mario Savio Eutikio dos Santos. Michelle Ingram. Suk Feng Li. Krinu Umesh Patel. Rupinder Kaur. Nageswari Tamilarashan. Jackie Sim Ming Ting. Juan Nuresha Juan Mansour. Daniel Watts. Ricky Andrian Wijaya. Graduating with a Master of Disaster Resilience and Sustainable Development with Distinction, Alicia Rackett. Phoebe Ward. Graduating with a Master of Environmental Management and Sustainability with Distinction, Bianca Bartlett. Graduating with a Master of Information Technology and a Bachelor of Information Technology, Unadi Kamleshbai Rana. Graduating with a Master of Information Technology with distinction, Tsoi Kwan Cecilia Chan. Graduating with a Master of Information Technology, Gajandeep Kaur Ujala. Mahab Dakal. Shun Ki Lu. Zichen Shu. Graduating with a Master of Professional Engineering, Civil, Arjun Mahat. Graduating with a Master of Property with Distinction, Nicholas Scanlon. Graduating with a Graduate Certificate in Disaster Risk Reduction, Tanya Tolliday. Graduating with a Graduate Certificate in Information Technology, Hawau Alumadi Arinola. Graduating with a Bachelor of Biomedical Science, Yoko Lishe Aipuro. Graduating with a Bachelor of Chemical Engineering Honors with Honors Class 1 and a Bachelor of Mathematics, Joshua Ferguson. Brady White, right, oh, sorry. Graduating with the Bachelor of Chemical Engineering Honors with Honors Class 1 and a Bachelor of Science with Distinction, Lillian Burst. Samantha Parkinson. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates at this time.
Thank you very much, Professor Stacey. We'll now enjoy a short musical interlude, and this will take the form of an original composition by Adam Miller, Blues for Bert. Adam's a graduate of the University of Newcastle's music program. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, Adam. That was great, both the execution and the composition. Thank you. I now call on Professor Diane Wiley, Dean of the School of Engineering, to continue presenting graduates.
Chancellor, I present graduating with a Bachelor of Chemical Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Asher Beasley. Justine Bull. Patrick O'Dwyer. Hannah Riedfeld. Benjamin Roberts. Jared Shorthouse. Joshua Starrett. Zachary Tooley. Jaden Tredinik. Graduating with a Bachelor of Chemical Engineering Honours with Honours Class 2, Division 1, Zarek Rosser. Graduating with a Bachelor of Civil Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Lucas Lambert. Graduating with a Bachelor of Civil Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Surveying Honours with Honours Class 1, Jason Ison. Eric Turvey. Graduating with a Bachelor of Civil Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Marcus Androulis. Alexander Colley. Emma Gearing. Lara Holbert. Lachlan Ryer Smith. Dylan Snide. Caitlin Todd. Harrison White. Graduating with a Bachelor of Civil Engineering Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Erin Cooper. Paul Elliott. Patrick Ling. Sean O'Leary. Jackson O'Sullivan. Cooper Vanderwood James. Brendan Ward. Ezekiel Wolf. Graduating with a Bachelor of Civil Engineering Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Karcher Boersma. Mitchell Brazier. Kieran Hickey. Dane Hiles. Jack Reed. Tapanui Carter. Graduating with a Bachelor of Civil Engineering Honours, Rosaline Homer. Angus McGuinness. Graduating with a Bachelor of Computer Science and a Diploma in Languages, Josh Roworth. Graduating with a Bachelor of Computer Science, Aidan Fuller. Samuel Gillard. Benjamin Perkins. Ruin Swart. Reese White. Graduating with a Bachelor of Computer Systems Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Thomas Miller. Graduating with a Bachelor of Computer Systems Engineering Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Simeon Pinto. Graduating with the Bachelor of Computer Systems Engineering Honours, Mohammed Ruman Riaz. Jacob Pont. Graduating with the Bachelor of Construction Management Building Honours with Honours Class 1, Dylan Cross. Jordan Curran. Jack Freckleton. Robert Hayes. Courtney Hillier. Luke Keeping. Noah Noble. Jacob Malcolm. Jacob Nardelin. Jordan Neal. James Shaffron. Jeremy Stott. Dylan Thompson. Graduating with the Bachelor of Construction Management Building Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Jason Freckleton. Liam Goldsmith. Jonah Kennedy. Joseph Rinkin. Bailey Thompson. Grace Timms. Graduating with a Bachelor of Construction Management Building Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Brianna Barnes. Atish Dolashan. Joel Pike. Ben Roberts. Dylan Williams. Graduating with a Bachelor of Construction Management Building Honours, Matthew Kelly. Raphael Kirby-Faust. Graduating with a Bachelor of Design Architecture with distinction, Nicholas Bazzari. Adelaide Cowan. Thomas Glassick Warren. Arabella Hamilton. Kirsten McIntosh. Giselle McKinnon. Paris Perry. Natasha Purshouse. Caitlin Sherwood. David Seifert. Graduating with a Bachelor of Design Architecture, Lachlan Adams. Lauren Bayliss. Andrew Hale. William Henry. Annabelle Humphreys. Kawai Wei Yao. Letty Mackey. Amanda Marshall. Emily Nugent. Dylan Slattery. Kiana Ward. Pierce Watson. Graduating with a Bachelor of Electrical and Electronic Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Business with distinction, Darrett Haseman. Ryan Mitchison. Graduating with a Bachelor of Electrical and Electronic Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Mechatronics Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Morgan Key. Graduating with the Bachelor of Electrical and Electronic Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Science with distinction, Dante Stanecki. Graduating with the Bachelor of Electrical and Electronic Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Cody Bartow. Lachlan Drake. Cameron Fields. Jacob Smythe. Graduating with a Bachelor of Electrical and Electronic Engineering Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Jordan Dorey. Sam Haynes Cook. Alexander Moore. Charles Shaw. Brock Taylor. Graduating with a Bachelor of Electrical and Electronic Engineering Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 2, William Jones. Callum Young. Graduating with a Bachelor of Electrical and Electronic Engineering Honours, Samuel Klump. Timothy Petrovsky. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Civil with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Environmental with Honours Class 1, Alexander Bennett. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Civil with Honours Class 2 Division 1 and a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Environmental with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Corbin Rees. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Civil with Honours Class 2 Division 1 and a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Surveying with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Jared Warren. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Civil with Honours Class 1, Brooke Carroll. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Civil, Rachel Larena. Navodia Dilshan Patarana. Nicholas Swami. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Electrical with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Alexander Boris. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Environmental, Richard Wright. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Mechanical with Honours Class 2 Division 1 and a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Mechatronics with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Luke Hills. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Mechanical with Honours Class 1, Jessica Mertz. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Mechatronics with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Mathematics, Bowen Parnell. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Mechatronics with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Kevin Lee. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Mechatronics with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Jasmine Pearce. Graduating with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours Surveying, Chantel Crooks. Tom Hayden. Jay Holbrook. Graduating with a Bachelor of Environmental Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Harrison Callan. Graduating with a Bachelor of Environmental Engineering Honours, Helen Bridge-Hasek. Adrian Harvey. Erin Healy. Joseph O'Donoghue. Aidan Turnbull. Graduating with a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Business with Distinction, Nicholas Mills. Graduating with a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1 and a Bachelor of Mechatronics Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Cameron Lovell. Graduating with a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Timothy Eby. Mitchell Lennon. Graduating with a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Brendan Cook. Ryan Gorton. Perry McNulty. Joshua Turnbull. Bailey Willis. Graduating with a Bachelor of Mechanical Engineering Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 2, Trent McKinnon. Amelia Murner. Kirsty Taylor. Graduating with a Bachelor of Mechatronics Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Thomas O'Brien. Charles Petersey. Graduating with a Bachelor of Medical Engineering Honours, Lachlan Evelings. Graduating with a Bachelor of Software Engineering Honours with Honours Class 1, Brandon Hopkins. Angus Simmons. Casey Tumbers. Graduating with a Bachelor of Software Engineering Honours, Jared Price. Graduating with a Bachelor of Surveying Honours with Honours Class 1, Andrew Watson. Graduating with a Bachelor of Surveying Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 1, Joel Dean. Elizabeth Evans. Graduating with a Bachelor of Surveying Honours with Honours Class 2 Division 2, James Armstrong. Kai Dexter. Lachlan Swan. Chancellor, that concludes the presentation of graduates.
Thank you, Professor Wiley. I'd now like to invite Samuel Parker, who's graduating today with a Bachelor of Engineering Honours, Electrical with Honours Class 1 and the University Medal, to speak on behalf of the graduates. Thank you, Samuel.
Chancellor, Vice-Chancellor, members of the Council, staff of the University, families and friends of graduates, and most importantly, graduates. I am deeply honoured to be presenting this address on behalf of the graduating cohort during a time of great celebration in all of our lives. Graduates, today we are celebrating a wonderful milestone in our lives. All the late nights in the lab, the memes shared in the group chat, and the unexplainable variations from theoretical values in lab reports have all been compiled to take us to this point. We've defeated a final year project, which is demonstrative of not only what we have learned, but who we have learned to be as part of a graduating class full of unique engineers. What an achievement. We should all be so proud. It's fantastic to see so many supporters here today. Despite there only being a single name on a testimonial, no graduate could have walked across the stage today without the unwavering support of those around us. The support networks have been a dependable and admirable constant in our lives as we've been swept along through the onslaught of uncertainties like classes, final year projects, and finding a spot in the engineering car park. As members of the graduating class, I'd like to extend a sincere thank you to everyone who has made completing our degrees more bearable. To the faculty and staff for consistently carving out time from your research, teaching, and personal commitments to ensure our success. Your wealth of experience, your belief in our potential, and your confidence in our ability coalesced to form a steadying influence even when we were the most unsteady. To our friends, thank you for keeping things lighthearted. While the proverbial saying, "a problem shared is a problem halved," may not hold up to the university's academic integrity policy, completing my degree with you all has truly shown me that a problem shared in general terms only, discussing theoretical concepts and not outlining actual approaches for implementation, is a problem halved. Our friends sometimes acted as a sounding board where we could validate that this is in fact a difficult problem and just throwing more coffee at it may not be the best approach. Our friends have seen us at our best times and at our worst times, but if I had to do it all over again, I could not have picked a better group. Finally, to our families, our biggest and longest running supporters, you've been with us at every step of the way from navigating orientation to today. There's a phrase used by the surgeons that I work with now to describe the concept of mastering an approach. Their phrase is to see one, do one, and teach one. The see one and do one we do in class, but teaching our families the intricacies of digital signal processing or explaining a bug in our code has been an incredible help in debugging our degrees, even more than a lab full of equipment could have been. For all the hours you've spent actively listening to us describe our problems, only to sometimes be left on the cliffhanger of, "Oh, that's it," we thank you. So graduates, with the thank yous out of the way, I have a question for you all. What's next? Of course, take today, maybe even this week, to celebrate. But your next step towards making your mark on the world, what is that going to be? This is a tricky question, and one that I've asked myself a handful of times, so I may have some guidance. The first time I asked myself this was on returning from completing an internship at NASA in California. And the reason I asked was to ward off the alternative. The alternative being living the rest of my life with my greatest achievement being that I interned at NASA back in the day. No, I wanted to do more for others in the community. The questions what next becomes much easier to answer when you have a vision for what impact you want to make on the world. For me, that's curing spinal cord injury. Developing technology to give people living with a spinal cord injury a second grasp on life has been the North Star guiding my academic and professional development since high school. In high school, could I have elucidated in great detail the every step required to take me on the way to achieve my goal? No, definitely not. But by explaining my vision and talking to the right people, I was able to find my next step, which was starting at the University of Newcastle. Since then, by being able to share my vision and now being equipped by the university with the skills to execute, I've progressed even further along my steps and I'm starting to see my vision become a reality. This is something I wish for you all to experience. Ask yourself, what is your vision for impact? Your answer will be as unique as you are, and it doesn't have to be this blue sky idealism. A great place to start is the Engineers Australia Code of Ethics, which says to demonstrate integrity, practice competency, execute leadership, and promote sustainability. How you integrate these four elements into your everyday life shapes who you are as engineers and more broadly as people. I'm certain your next steps will be great ones. Congratulations and good luck.
Thank you, Sam, for a very, very thoughtful speech, I must say. And You sound as though you are highly organised, and I'm jealous of that. And I'm sure many of your colleagues will be a little bit uncertain about the future, but it's exciting. And for heaven's sake, say yes when that opportunity comes up. But for speaking on behalf of all your colleagues and speaking so well, thank you indeed. To our audience, I hope you enjoyed today's ceremony, and I thank you for joining the university community in the celebration of the awarding of degrees. I must say, at the start I invited you to become involved, and you did. I think your level of excitement was spot on. On an engineering scale of excitement, it probably nudged a riot, but it was very good. So that was marvellous, and your involvement does bring these sorts of ceremonies to life. Before I declare the ceremony concluded, can I ask this time that the graduates remain seated and everyone else joins me, stands and applauds the wonderful achievement of these graduates. Thank you all very much. I now declare the ceremony concluded and invite you to join us in the graduate reception in the Brennan Room to continue celebrating this special event together. And for a final time, graduates, congratulations. It's a wonderful, wonderful achievement. It's very impressive to hear the list of awards you've won today. So you now have the knowledge, you have the values that this university has brought you, and you have wonderful opportunities. So go out there and make a difference. Thank you.